I'm Amy. I'm from a small town in Illinois called Teutopolis. I went to school at Illinois State University for my master's equivalency in music therapy. After I finished my undergrad in clarinet performance, I spent a couple years looking for work. I found a couple of jobs, but they weren't in music. So I was kind of feeling lost about what to do with my life. And one day I just happened to get a piece of mail that was about getting a music therapy degree, and this was the very first time I'd even heard of music therapy. So I went and looked it up online, and I was like, this is a great job. And then I also found out while I was searching that there was a school nearby that was less than an hour away from where I was living at the time that offered it as a major. So I just decided that it was time to go back to school and put some of my music skills to use. So after I became board certified, I spent some years trying to build a private practice. I didn't really have a target population. I was just trying to get work wherever I could get it. And so I worked with anyone interested in music therapy, including individuals, groups, any ages, children to adults, and everything in between. And that's that. Okay. So after I had spent some time running a private practice, I realized that that really wasn't for me. So I decided that if I wanted to become a music therapist and take my career seriously, that I was going to have to be willing to relocate. So that's when I started looking online and just looking for jobs anywhere. And I found NeuroRhythm, which seemed to have everything I was looking for in a career in music therapy. One of my favorite things to do in our music therapy sessions is attention goals. They take a little bit to get used to and get the hang of it, but once you get going, they're actually really fun to do. I have a pretty eclectic taste for music. As a music therapist, you often hear a lot of the same things, which can over time become pretty monotonous. So I generally gravitate towards musical elements and things that either take me by surprise or they're unusual. And I like to listen to music from all over the world. My main instrument is clarinet, but I've always had an interest in learning other instruments. So I also learned to play piano and guitar, saxophone, and then various other things. I learned to play recorder, which I know everyone learns, but recorder is one of those things that's really easy to make a sound, but really difficult to make it sound good. I also have a flute and a violin, but I have not learned to play them yet. So I have goals for those someday. I feel extremely grateful that I can take something that brings me joy, which is making music, and using that skill to not only make a career out of it, but to help others improve themselves. And I feel like that's a really incredible feeling.